doing it. Going as far as you did. But like going from here, it's like there has to be some kind of plan, like some. And I want you to be completely honest with me. Do not lie to me, all right?
Mhm.
Like, are you like how do you feel about all of this? Be honest. Tell me what's up.
It's a waste of time.
Do it one more time.
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Why was it a waste of time though?
It is pointless. Yeah. I think I shouldn't have been doing it.
But you did it. So, I mean, I guess my question to you is like, because I know that you're not away, and I know that. But like, my question is like, I'm pretty sure you feel bad, but like the question is, do you feel bad because you did wrong, or do you feel bad because you got caught? Because from what I'm seeing is you've been caught multiple times, and you continue to do the same thing. And I'm not like beating down on you because you're there. I'm pretty sure it's already done that. I just want to know where you are. Really, I want to know how I can break you. Like, is it I feel bad because I got caught, or is it I feel bad because I know I did wrong? Be honest.
I did wrong. As soon as, like right after I did it, I was just felt terrible, stupid.
Mm-hmm. But you did it more than one time, though, right?
Yes.
And you've been caught, then you continue to do it, right?
Mhm.
So, why didn't you feel this same way last time?
I don't know.
Because see, like the thing is like if you be honest with somebody because you did wrong, and the worst part about habitual sin is that habitual sin it gets at your heart. I mean, sin in general gets at your heart. That's sin's aim. And if you allow sin to continue to like sit on your heart, it's kind of like breaking in a nuclear football cleats. You get that callus on your toe or under your foot or whatever, and you kind of don't feel the pain from it anymore. But that's kind of the same way your heart gets. Like it gets hard and it gets numb, and it's just like what I'm doing, I no longer see it as wrong anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it's like the problem isn't like that you did it like a second time, a third time, then you got caught, and then you did it again. Like the problem is that you entertained the first thought of ever doing it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And I'm not just talking about one thing. I'm talking about everything in general. Like when you entertain a thought, a temptation is like fire. If you play with fire, like eventually you're gonna get burned. And then the thing about fire is that fire does nothing but it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it destroys everything in its path. And the longer you allow fire to sit there, or I guess the longer you allow fire to spread, the hotter and hotter it gets, the more and more it destroys until eventually you have absolutely nothing left. And I think you're kind of at that point. Not yet, not quite yet. I don't think you hit rock bottom. But you do have parents, believe it or not, you have parents that love you. And they discipline you it's biblical, and it's like this is all steps towards you being restored, if that's what you want. But like the thing is, like that first time you decided to like, I guess, strike that match, it only got worse from there. And then you get caught, you get in trouble, but you continue to do it. And in your head, you know it's wrong, but you continue to do it as if it wasn't wrong. And it's because your heart is callous and it's because it's hard. And if you like allow this to continue to happen, I'm talking about after this conversation that we have right now, sometime in the future you start doing this again, the fire is only going to continue to grow. Like right now, we can tell you the fire is kind of masked, and you kind of can't thing right now. But like once that mass comes off of it, if you allow it to come back, it's gonna come back like the same size it did before, and eventually you're gonna lose absolutely everything. You feel me?
Mhm.
So I guess what I'm trying to get at right now is that like, okay, you did all this stuff, right?
Yes.
You realize you've done wrong. You feel bad because you've done wrong. And you shouldn't feel bad because you got caught. You shouldn't feel bad because it's morally wrong, but you should feel bad because you have wronged Christ, the Christ that prayed in the garden. He was deeply distressed and sorrowed. Father, if you're willing, remove this cup from me, but not my will, yours be done. He prayed that because he knew the kind of pain that he was getting ready to take for you. But the Christ that took nails in his hands on the cross, wore a crown of thorns, just suffered in your place, and like what you just did, like Christ had to die for over 2,000 years ago. Like that is why you should feel bad, because it's your sin that nailed Christ to the cross, and Christ did that for you. And it's like when you sin, that sin is like it's like a slap in Jesus' face. It's like saying you're not enough, and because you're not enough, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find another way to fulfill what I want. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what you need to figure out is yourself, because your parents can discipline you, and somebody can talk to you. I can talk to you. Wendy can talk to you. Anybody can talk to you. But you cannot convince a sinner of their sin. It comes from your heart. If you truly and honestly, I can't think of the word. If you truly and honestly, I don't want to say feel bad. I guess that's the only word I can think of right now. If you truly and honestly feel this like, the word's coming, it's coming, don't worry, it's going to get there. Conviction, there we go. If you truly and honestly feel convicted over this, the first thing you need to do is, okay, first of all, ask yourself this question. Did I repent? Did I take this to Christ? And did I repent and say, like, I did wrong, I understand I did wrong? You already confessed, you didn't have no other choice but to do that. But you did it, and that's a part of restoration. And then the next part is healing. Like now you have to take steps to make it better.
Mhm.
So like you feel bad, you know you've done wrong, and it's time to take steps and like try and right this wrong. So like, how is that gonna happen? And I'm asking you that question. How are you gonna right this wrong?
Not do it again.
Not enough.
If I get bored, find something to do, don't just sit around.
Yeah, that, do you remember, I believe it was, I think it was the year that I left the school, and I came back that summer. Lenny gave you guys challenges, for the summer, I guess, for during the summer to help you, stay motivated or whatever, and like, I guess stay on some sin, and one of them was stay motivated. Like, if you find yourself in a place where you're getting bored, you gotta get up and you gotta get yourself out of that situation. You feel me?
Mhm.
Okay, so, when you get bored, do what?
Go outside, call somebody.
Open your Bible, call somebody, do anything that's gonna get your mind off that shit. Great. Dude, I sit down and I just write.
Mhm.
Whatever's on my mind, I write about it. And it's a way to focus your mind on something else. And like, especially if you're trying to schoolwork or something and you're bored, it's going to focus your mind on something else. Now, when you go back to do your schoolwork, you're refocused. That makes sense.
Yes.
So we got to stay focused. What else we got to do?